Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. Now the first carry for Matt Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. First offensive series forthcoming. Deshaun Jackson, wide receiver that certainly needs no introduction in this league.
He's truly one of those don't blink guys, because as soon as you do, he's past you and in the end zone and doesn't mind letting you know about it too.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Michael Kendricks is an inside linebacker who can roam sideline to sideline and make plays.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep is Darren Sproles. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
On first down, Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And incomplete as He was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. And here is the Redskin defense.
Trent Murphy's #1 attribute is playing against the run, but he continues to work hard on his pass rush skills.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. 2 early fumbles against Detroit kind of blunted the momentum that Matt Jones had coming off the Philadelphia game where he had 135 yards.
Yeah, he was great in that game. But now with the fumble issues, if you're Jay Gruden, a little more Robert Kelly and Chris Thompson maybe?
Yeah, I think that might start to happen a little bit. They've been very impressed with Robert Kelly, an undrafted free agent out of Tulane. And Chris Thompson could be a game breaker as more of a 3rd down back.
But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Cousins. They're able to find Garcon. 18 yards there and a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
2nd down, they need less than a yard to pick up the 1st. Again, it's Cousins. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nolan Carroll. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Out of the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. The Vikings secondary put the clamps down on everybody, and Jordan Matthews was no exception. 3 catches, just 10 yards in Week 7.
Not going to get that very often with him because he has the ability to play from inside in the slot position. He can go outside. They can move him around and get better matchups. Just wasn't his day against Minnesota, but he's going to be happy with the win.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. That incompletion gives us a second to talk about the NFC East, which we've discussed the last couple weeks. But, gosh, every team in that division is above 500 right now.
And did anyone really expect Dallas to be 5-1 now?
No.
Even if Tony Romo had been healthy, right? Starting the year, made people skeptical. They're 5-1. Dak Prescott steering that ship. Washington won the division last year. They're still at 4-3, and they beat Philadelphia, who's 4-2. I can't wait for this Dallas-Philadelphia game on Sunday night. That ought to be a good one.
Wentz now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And counting the defense here, the Redskins have 6 defensive backs out there. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these 2 offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, 76 yards. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. And he's got it up and through. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 1st down, Wentz. He can't bring him down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Trent Murphy in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Watch Leopard! Leopard! Here we go now. Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kenyon Barner, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Flushed out right. And he connects with Ertz. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 41 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Now Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham, and it's 3rd and 5.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Now Wentz again into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter.
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 59 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you worked on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass.
Jordan Reed, touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, 75 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kenjon Barner, 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower. Get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back and then explode and go as we saw there.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Let's go. The 39. Leopard. Gone.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson, 59 yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.